Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wobbly Circus Lying Pythons Drawing Something. I'm your perfectly normal host, Lying Python, and we're about to get started for a wonderful evening of competitive drawing magic and things that will never be explained by science. Here we go! For Wobbly Python because he was fired from the show, or maybe he's on vacation, I'm not sure. With me tonight as my co-host, we have Lolar joining us again this week. Say hi, Lolar.
Hi, Lolar.
Hi, Lolar.
Hi, Lolar.
And our lovely artist tonight we have on the left-hand side of the canvas, returning favorite Spooky Dinosaur.
I am Spooky Dinosaur! That's me!
And a brand new artist to the circus, Hannah! Hannah, welcome!
Thanks. He's not my favorite, but that's okay.
Well, it's always exciting to have a new artist on the show, but it's also always exciting to have an accomplished artist like Spooky Dinosaur. I think the two of you are going to do a great job. And tonight's show is... it's sort of in honor of the fact that today is the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing.
The what now?
You know, when we landed on the moon, and some people put a flag there, and it's still there.
Is this when the Earth crashed into the moon?
Yes, it's when,
when...
moon crashed. It's Majora's Mask is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the end of Majora's Mask.
Now I know what you're talking about.
50 years ago today.
See, you just had to explain it to me in a way that I understood, because the Apollo thing I don't understand, but Majora's Mask, everyone knows about that.
Right. You know, it's all about cultural context and reference, and these are all just the same story being told over and over again. You know, the hero's myth, Apollo 11, it's all the same.
Yeah, we've all been there.
We've all been there. All right, artists, are you ready to start drawing some stuff?
Have we not?
Well, you already did a little, but you need to draw more because we're about to get started. And our first round is the escape velocity round.
Do we finally get to break free of our radiators?
Well, that would be ideal, but no. But we will be imagining ourselves free of the radiators, free of planet Earth. And in space.
You could at least lie to us and make us assume we're gonna get free finally.
So, artists, if I could have you start drawing, but here's the thing about the escape velocity round is that we're gonna be weighed down a lot by gravity right now until we escape the Earth's orbit, and that means that the smallest brush size that you can use for this first drawing is 50 pixels.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I've never been weighed down by gravity, so I thought everyone else was. Is that not common?
Well, you know, I think that's a little unusual, but we could get more into that after the show. For now, I need you to draw a nice Area 51 party using a 50 pixel brush. Artists, you have 2 minutes starting right now. Go.
Oh man, I didn't realize how hard this would be without seeing the timer. I guess I should probably have that open.
Don't worry, I'll tell you when you're out of time. Otherwise, just draw. Hope for the best.
You know, when the electroshock hits us through our radiators, Hannah, that's usually a good time to stop.
Yeah, that's why the handcuffs are solid metal.
Ooh, okay. Thanks for the heads up.
She's still not accustomed to those radiator charges, but We'll all learn one day.
Wait, maybe she is accustomed to them and she just likes them.
I mean, I'm here.
Oh, my radio. Oh, I don't have a thing down there.
Look, all I can say is don't get competitive about radiators, okay? We all
Well-
have the same struggles.
You know,
Well, because
I can
it's only
still
one
enjoy mine
radiator.
more than anyone else's. So competitively, yes, I like my radiator more than, say, your radiator.
Right, that makes sense.
It's been more kind to me.
It keeps you nice and warm.
Yeah.
But if you only understood what my radiator was like.
I don't want to get to know your radiator.
But it's the same radiator.
It's not.
You've got the left side, you've got the right side.
Well, he could keep the other side. I just want to love my radiator for what it is.
Artists, you've received a little gift, some extra space at the bottom of the canvas.
Oh my
Don't say I
God.
never did nothing for you. I definitely had everything set up right. You're out of time!
Shit.
Stop drawing right now! But get ready to start drawing again, but keep that brush size high. We are still in low atmosphere, being weighed down by gravity as you draw Milk Loaf. 2 minutes starting now.
Oh boy, Milk Loaf.
Right, the 1980 singer who sang nothing but raps or hard pop songs about dairy products.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff, great stuff. I got all his albums, including the newer stuff that isn't all that good.
Wait, are we supposed to draw right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, okay.
your
like
timer-
30 seconds ago?
Yeah, your
Oh,
timer
yeah.
started like 15, 20 seconds ago. I still don't see any milk loaves. Keep in mind, like I said, you've been granted the bottom of the screen. You can draw pretty much to the bottom of the canvas now, because I might have had draw pile chat up on the stream for a second. You know, little things that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody saw anything.
Audience,
No one ever sees anything.
audience,
really.
prepare yourselves. If you haven't watched the show before, haven't watched it in a while, there's going to be voting at the end of each round of art to determine which artist was more betterer.
Oh, where are you?
Or better. Is that
More
like butter?
betterer.
You know, it's been a while, but I always enjoyed my grandmom's milk loaf back in the day. Such a great and nutritious treat.
I didn't realize you were so close.
To each other?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see you at your radiator. Can you not turn around?
I don't know. If they could give me just like a little more leeway, then I could do all kinds of magic.
No, they won't let us. Don't bring that up.
Also, I'm not turning up the lights. Artists, you've got 10 seconds left.
Where are you? Oh, I need a knife. I need to cut my milk loaf with a knife.
Artists, you're out of time. Put those pens down, but only for a second, because we're gonna need to draw the prettiest radiator. The prettiest radiator, submitted by our audience. 2 minutes, here you go.
But now, mind you,
Are we
this
like
cannot
allowed
be.
to erase? What's...
You can do whatever you want, but keep in mind that the audience is gonna judge all this art, and they might want to see everything.
Oh man.
Oh, so a nice pretty radiator comes in a purple hue. At least
Ooh.
mine was painted purple when I was being attacked by those blue lizards, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to fend them off with some purple cactus flowers that were nearby. And then finding out that they are not so keen to purple cactus flowers, that I smothered my radiator in it. And Francis is now the most pretty radiator anyone has seen.
Oh, Francis has a name.
Of course. Have you not learned the name of your radiator yet?
But it's
know,
the same radiator as yours.
My radiator
my-
and myself are not on speaking terms, to be quite honest.
Now, where are you?
Well, you did stand on him, and he didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
You get a little hot and burned your foot, if I remember right.
Little hot foot action. I wasn't happy about that.
Where is your...
Artist, you've got 30 seconds left for this pretty radiator. Ooh.
Francis's fine flower on the top of him. He is quite dashing.
Oh, he's so lovely.
Thank you, Hannah. And of course, the chains that have been brought to us by our fine Area 51 worker over here.
That's right. Artist, pens down. Time up. But I don't think this canvas is really complete enough. I still see a lot of negative space, so I think we're gonna have to have Guy Fieri eating and crying up in here. Artist, you've got 2 minutes starting now.
Oh man.
Oh, Guy Fieri.
Okay. Sure, fine. That's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Was that a keyboard tapping out Google Guy Fieri because you didn't know who he was?
No, it's because I couldn't remember if his beard was blonde or brown.
Details.
It's a little bit of both.
Details. But it was Google. Ugh.
I mean, we are allowed Google through our radiators.
Yes.
The radiators conduct Wi-Fi really well.
It's the best part of them. I mean, other than their companionship.
How else would we be broadcasting without the Wi-Fi? You are chained to a radiator. He's not going to let you see the sun for another 6 months.
Guy Fieri has a big pink face, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Looking good, artists. Oh, is Guy Fieri eating the milk loaf?
Yeah. I'm crying.
Milk loaf is a sadness food. Some foods you just don't eat when you're happy. Milk loaf.
Just lay there and cry for a while, Guy Fieri.
Spooky, is your guy crying because he's happy?
He's looking at Francis over there, and it just fills him with so much joy. He's like, his mustache is so majestic.
You're out of time, artist. This looks pretty good, but I want you to just bring it all together now, contextualize it, right? Like, it's a little disparate at the moment, and so you're gonna bring it all together by turning this into wherever Wobbly really is right now.
And mind you,
You've
in no way am we suggesting that Area 51 raid is going on right now.
Also, maybe he's on his way to space. I already started the clock, artist, like 1 second ago.
Oh, where is he?
Where is Wobbly? Does anybody know?
Does anybody truly know where he is? No.
Does Wobbly know where he is?
He claims to know where he is. But when was the last time you've heard from Mobley? No.
Who wasn't an imposter?
I think
Who
it's...
does know?
I think it's, you know... There's no proof that can be given of Wobbly's whereabouts. I mean... Isn't it a little suspicious that he would abandon his show like this? That's all I'm saying.
This canvas has got me wondering. That milk loaf
Oh!
is actually a secret alien spaceship.
Oh!
It's a Wobbles! Is this Wobbles crawling down the milk?
Oh! Spooky dinosaur!
But
I
remember,
didn't
everyone,
expect it to be so good.
shh, he's telling you. Don't tell anyone where he's hiding.
This just confirms the theory that the Milk Loaf is the alien spaceship, Area 51.
Project Zin, I think that some version of Milk Loaf, the sadness food, could end up on a shirt near you in the near future.
I hope so.
And for those of you who aren't already aware, we are selling some shirts for the show now at
Ooh.
etsy.com/galactabang.
Buy enough shirts and we'll be free from our radiators.
That's the theory.
It's what they tell me. So please buy them.
Artists, you're out of time.
That's
this
okay.
is looking pretty great.
Nope. I think we could throw some more on there. Let's throw some more on there.
Uh-oh. Lolar says one more. He won't let it stop. What do you think, Lolar? What's it gonna be?
I'm thinking pompadours. Pompadours on everything.
All
I want
right.
to see pompadours on aliens.
We're gonna give you an extra minute for some speed pompadour adding to this
All right.
canvas. Artists, can you handle it? Because your
Never!
time starts now. 1 minute, go! Pompadours.
All right, let's see. Well, Milk Loaf definitely has a pompadour.
Of course.
I mean, how can you have a Milk Loaf without the Milk Loaf pompadour?
It's true.
What is Milk Loaf without the taste of hair to go with?
And then the pompadour on the hat while also on the dude.
Double pump.
Radiator needs a pompadour.
Oh, even the radiator's getting a pompadour. I'm liking this.
Yeah, well, it only makes her more beautiful.
I can't cover Francis's beautiful cactus flower.
Artists, you're almost out of time. 5 seconds left.
There's never enough time for pompadours. Oh wait, there's always time for pompadours.
Out of time, artists. Put those pens down. Now, let's have the audience vote on this beautifulness. Audience, if I could please draw your attention towards your chat box, and I am going to start a poll right now. Type 1 into your chat box if you think Hannah was the queen of space this round, or type 2 if you think Spooky Dinosaur is more likely to get to the moon and back instead of just a one-way trip.
When I'm not affected by gravity, unlike you fools.
Oh, come on, guys. We have a lot more viewers. We can all vote on this.
Here come the votes. They're piling in.
Wait.
Need you to vote for me.
Spooky Dinosaur and Hannah. You're not cheating. You should be cheating right now. Totally cheating.
Oh.
You mean like I should put a pompadour on my
Thank
knife?
you for
Is that the right one?
following Not Zontic.
Well, I was going to say you could vote for yourself.
Oh, can we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely can. And also, if you're a subscriber to the Wobbly Python channel, your vote is worth 300 points instead of 200 points. And
Oh, damn.
in addition, if you just want to put your thumb on the scale, we treat this show like real art, which means it's worth whatever people will pay for it. And if you give bits to the show, every bit is worth 10 points for the artist of your choice. And you can just skew this program straight out of whack, because you know what? We don't care!
Woo!
Balance was never the goal.
I just looked up and saw that my Godzilla has a beautiful mustache.
That's
I
really
blame
nice.
Was it you, Hannah?
No, he just went through puberty.
He just went through puberty?
Yeah,
Aww.
live on Twitch.
Juvenile Godzilla. So, what was that one? Manila, from the old Godzilla TV or like movies, where baby Godzilla taught a child how to fight bullies, and it sucked. I'm not kidding.
That sounds beautiful.
It's wretched.
Okay. poll is finished. Artists, each of you leading strongly with 800 points. Managed to get a tied score once we accounted for the adjustments. Uh-oh! Tiniest Egg throwing the bits. Tiniest Egg, who are those bits for? Which score? You gotta let us know.
Yeah, we're dying of suspense.
In the meantime, artists, we're gonna be moving on to round 2 here.
Round 2.
Round 2, which is, let's get this poll off the screen. Don't need to see that anymore. Round 2, which is the moonshot round.
Choose your character.
We're partway to the moon, but we got to get the rest of the way there. And we're going to do that with a special challenge. I'm going to have to do a quick adjustment here in Draw Pile.
They'll clear the screen.
Good, because it's making me really anxious looking at it.
Guess what I won't do?
Oh no!
Be kind to us.
Clear the screen.
Clearing the screen is wobbly Python style. I'm lying Python. We keep the screen dirty during my show. Alright, so...
You're a filthy boy.
I'm gonna be adding this to layer 1. Alright, artists. For these next drawing challenges, please don't draw on layer 1, and I need you to draw connecting the dots constantly, creating your own images using the grid.
We're not forced by low gravity anymore, right?
That's right. No more low gravity, so you can use whatever pen size you want, because we're in space now. Gravity is much more easy to deal with. In space, that's how it works.
It's much more easy.
Much more easy. I speak the best words, me, very smartly. All
Lion
right.
Python's first language is English.
That's right. Hooked on Phonics taught me to spells. So let's
I just
have...
taught you to read.
Let's have, for our first prompt here on the grid in round 2, we are gonna have the elephant in the room. 2 minutes for the elephant in the room, starting now.
So, just to clarify, connecting the dots. How does that work? Just literally, just do
Just
dots
literally,
and-
just, yeah. You just need to draw from dot to dot.
I don't think they can see your dots.
I
Yeah,
cannot.
but do we just put dots wherever?
Wait, you should be
think
able to
he's
see the
putting-
dots.
Where are
No,
your
they
dots?
cannot. The dots show up, but the dots are not on draw pile.
No, Hannah! Mutiny!
There! Dots!
Ah! Dots!
Oh, curses before I could do it.
Oh my goodness.
So now
That's
you can
right.
only connect the dots to make a picture. I like this game. Connect the dots, la la la. Connect the dots, la la la.
What if I can't
You-
see dots anymore?
Also, if you want to do erasing, you can, but I won't do it for you, and you have to do it during your time.
I'm gonna draw all through here because no one can see these dots. Oh, there
Dots have to be-
totally was completely within the dot, frame that you told me to do.
Yeah, definitely. Those are all definitely touching dots.
Hannah, what are you drawing?
The elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I've never seen something that looks like that before.
You have never seen a purple elephant.
I've seen a purple
look at-
radiator.
It's kind of the same, except one's a lot colder.
My room tends to actually, where Hannah is from a side profile, my room top view down.
I see.
I see. Yes. 5 seconds left.
Oh shit, I haven't even drawn a room. Okay. Sick.
You're out of time, artist. Put those pens down.
Woo!
What?
That's right. That's how it works. You only had like 2 minutes. And you lost like 20 seconds of it because I messed up. And you know what? That's how life is.
But think about all the dots you drew in 20 seconds. That's an amazing amount of dots in parallel fashion.
That's right. All right, next up, we got Powdered Toast Man. 2 minutes on the clock. You gotta keep using those dots as your reference artist. Powdered Toast Man, here you go.
Alright.
Begin.
Oh, where's my dots at? Oh. You agitating my dots? Hannah?
Totally an accident. Absolutely.
Anna, he just asked if you were doing it. He didn't say, stop, keep messing with his dots.
Mess with them dots. There are obviously dots here somewhere.
That's
So-
sort of what I'm running into. I'm not really sure where the dots stop.
If I can't see them, that means I'm hitting them every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Okay, so my toast guy looks a little bit more like a bear guy, but you know what? He's adorable.
I don't have enough
Aw.
muscles on my toast guy, but he's fine with no muscles. Where's my... Did you ever see... I mean, Hannah, you draw plenty of retro cartoons for people on your stream, so do you remember Powdered Toast Man?
I don't. What? Was this a real thing?
Yeah, he was from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, shit. Of course.
It was
yeah.
the cereal,
Oh, man.
like,
I don't have
not really
nearly enough
cereal.
of a... Yeah, I need way more tape action here.
Powdered Toast Man! And then he'd have a can of powdered toast that looked like cinnamon sugar, and he'd just like sprinkle it, and the powdered toast would appear.
Oh, well now he's some sort of angular teddy bear, so that's exciting.
Yeah, you know, everybody remembers Powdered Toast Man, our favorite cereal.
Sorry, Wobbly Python, but you're in the way. Time to be covered up by Powdered Toast Man's head.
5 seconds left, artists.
I can't see
man.
dots anymore, so...
Yeah, I don't. I'm so. Alright.
You're out of time.
Round 2 is really throwing me through a loop here.
That's what we live to do here on this show. Confuse and amaze.
Oh yeah, he does fly backwards, doesn't he? I forgot about that part. Yeah. Just like butt first flying through the air.
Up next,
Oh, no,
artist,
Skippy.
I'm gonna need you to draw a favorite from the show. Something we've seen some interpretations of here before, but we always love to see again. That's right, I'm talking about Uncle Rusty's underground world of erotic farm equipment.
Woo! Love Uncle Rusty's.
Artists, you've got 2 minutes on the clock for Uncle Rusty's underground world of erotic farm equipment, starting now.
And mind you, he is one of our sponsors that are sending us to the moon.
That's right, Uncle Rusty's is
You're
helping
fucking it
us
up.
get into space!
Well, if he's gonna get us into space, then Uncle Rusty's gonna have to lend us the help of his Uncle Rusty rocket.
Please don't let that anywhere near me.
Oh shit. I made myself laugh without even thinking about it. Not to be like, oh, I'm gonna have to try to keep this clean.
That's the challenge to a prompt like this.
Yeah, for Uncle Rusty,
Yeah.
I think I'm hitting dots.
Yeah, there's absolutely dots. Absolutely.
I see some dots being hit. Look, it's up to the audience to decide if you hit the dots well enough or not, ultimately.
But the audience doesn't
That's-
know.
That's the missile head, everyone.
Yes!
Uh-huh.
This is a rocket. Please do
There-
not misinterpret it.
Look,
It
there
is a
was
rocket.
one thing you told me I wasn't allowed to draw, and then you just.
Look, I didn't say you weren't allowed to be suggestive. You should have seen last week.
Last week was, I don't know, the one before that was very suggestive.
I was just thinking about eggplant foot though. The
Yeah.
hottest thing ever drawn. 30 seconds left, artists.
I think
Got
the
it.
hottest thing ever drawn was a pile of big gay dragons.
Oh, or maybe it was hot potato.
Hot potato is
Ooh.
always hot. Send in
Wobbly
the kink dozer.
Python says, "Send in the kink dozer."
Oh, I gotta strap on some kinky people onto this rocket ship.
You're out of time, artist. That's it. That's the end. Except,
yeah,
you
there
know
we go.
what? No, this is too good. I can't. I gotta let you finish. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's over.
Yeah.
There's a tiny person strapped to that rocket, because when you ride the rocket, you don't ride inside it. You
No,
ride on top of it.
You're there for the maximum G forces, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just continue with the theme here, artists, and have a suggestive cookie. 2 minutes for a suggestive cookie starting now.
Oh man.
Suggestive cookie.
Suggestive cookie. Has to be suggestive of something. You know, I didn't necessarily say suggestive of hanky-panky. So just keep that in mind, you know.
There's all sorts of suggestions a cookie can be made.
Artists, we're doing a good job to get to the moon here during this round. I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna beat that other country, whoever they are. Whoever else is using draw pile right now. We're beating you.
Well, now, we're an international community, and we have people from all over the globes. But I'll tell you one person we are definitely beating. Atlantis. Do you ever see those guys go to the moon? No. They crawled back under the ocean, and nobody's seen them in 100 million years.
Pretty whack, if you ask me.
Cowards, I say!
Are we allowed to write?
Bring it on, Atlantis! Are we allowed to say what?
Are we allowed to write? Because I'm kind of doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like Pictionary rules.
That is very suggestive.
You're welcome.
And for the record, we're drawing cookies, but not fudge. Unless you can get fudge cookies. Can you get fudge cookies?
Yeah, of course. What do you think the chocolate chips are made out of?
Oh.
Wait, yours is chocolate? Mine's the most evil cookie of all.
Oatmeal?
Raisin.
Ah!
Oh my god.
That's Satanist. 5 seconds left.
Lady.
Well, that's why he's angry and suggesting to you that you will die. Look at him wielding that knife and slashing what would assume to be his neck.
Alright, artists, pens down. We've almost made it to the moon, but I'm afraid there's gonna be one last step, which is a chicken army. Just a whole chicken army. 2 minutes on the clock, starting right now. Audience, if you're watching, you're thinking, wow, I would sure like them to draw my stupid idea, then type !submit into chat and get a submission in, cause like, yeah, that's how it be. You can do the thing. This show is about participation.
Unbeknownst to most people, the folks at home can actually participate on the show. You just need to get some crayons, a white wall, and do your best work.
Yeah.
Well, I
Just
thought
go
that what they
for
could
it.
do is they get a Sharpie marker, and while we draw, they draw with us on their screen.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Dry erase works wonderful for that, and you can keep up with the prompts and everything.
Yep, you could definitely get your monitor clean if you get Sharpie on it by just spraying it with really high proof alcohol like Everclear. It's fine. It's totally fine. And then rub a magnet on it for like that final finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chicken army, ho! We've got our guns. We are chickens.
That's right.
Fight
30
the fight.
seconds.
Back to death. We also have they also start off their chicken army young, and we have the young recruits in the back.
The children of chicken.
The chicks. The chickens.
This is definitely getting very militant.
They're indoctrinating their chicks very early.
I mean, they don't mess around. Chickens are evil.
Pens down, artists. That's the end of this canvas. We've made it to the moon. Audience, you're gonna have to vote. Which artist do you think did better? Starting the poll right now. If you think Hannah deserves more credit for this moon mission, or if you think Spooky Dinosaur does. If you think it's Hannah, vote 1. If you think it's Spooky, vote 2.
I mean, she doesn't have people strapped to rockets on her page.
Ooh, snap.
You're welcome to that.
Oh, double snap. There's some sass talking going on.
She's heartless. Oh wait, was it me?
Someone for sure.
No one will take responsibility, but somebody was talking sass.
You know,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
told these guys how they can cheat. Both Spooky Dinosaur and Hannah could join up on Twitch and vote for themselves, but no, they're still not voting for themselves. I am disappointed with your ethics. You have too much.
Which number am I? No,
2.
So, we got an all-important bulletin. You gotta read this one. Wobbly Python, the real and actually Wobbly Python, has sent a flash message. It won't let him cheer on his own channel.
Oh,
That's kind of unfair. You should be allowed to give yourself money.
yeah.
Right. So, we should all give Wobbly Python a victory cheer right now. You guys ready?
Wobbly's requesting that Lolar gets 20 points. So
I'm not even a
Lolar,
contestant.
Lolar, you've got 20 points on the board now.
Oh, sweet.
Just saying, they're up there. They exist. And that's it for this round of voting. Hannah taking a commanding lead.
Apparently, no one appreciates a pleasure-bent rocket to the moon.
But don't worry, because in our next
God.
round, there's gonna be a chance for you to win it all back and then some.
How many
Now
rounds
we're
are
on to
there?
round 3, which is plant your flag, artists. Plant your flag in this round. Because, you know, that's what you do once you get to the moon, or anywhere. You put a flag on it to claim it. And then it's yours. It belongs to you.
Of course.
Yeah, that seems
Yes,
right.
but do you have a flag?
That's right, exactly.
Yes. We have a flag. We have claimed this. We know the rules.
That's much better.
So, artists, how this round is gonna work is you're gonna have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to draw
Yes.
your best flag, and you're gonna need to answer a riddle. And I'm gonna give you clues, like trivia clues, and you need to draw the flag planted in whatever I'm describing. Hint, it's not the moon. It's definitely not that.
Definitely not.
So
Absolutely
I
not.
want to see a flag planted in whatever I describe. And I'm going to give you 10 clues over the course of 10 minutes to help you figure that thing out. Whoever wins the riddle will get a 2x score multiplier for this round.
Oh my.
So that's what's riding on it. So now you know what's up, artists. I'm gonna start the clock in just a minute. Just trying to get everything up to date here with the prompt on the bottom of the screen. Plant your flag. That's right. That's what I said. Okay. 10 minutes, artists, starting now, and your first clue, besides the flag that you need to draw, of course, which you can work on the whole time, but your first clue for the thing that you need to guess is, in Mesoamerica, my shape was widely considered a symbol of joy. In Mesoamerica, my shape was widely considered a symbol of joy. That's your first clue.
Well, I don't know if it's the same thing that brings me joy, so it's just gonna have to be whatever I want right now. Where is it?
And for your next clue, part of me can be repurposed into a musical instrument.
Gross.
Hannah, you know too much.
I would like to go home, please.
So, in Mesoamerica, my shape was widely considered a symbol of joy, and part of me can be repurposed into a musical instrument. And again, you have to draw this thing with your flag planted into it. I will not, if you guess it out loud, I will not care. This is a drawing game. Your next clue is I live everywhere on Earth. So far we've got in Mesoamerica, my shape was considered a symbol of joy. Part of me can be repurposed into a musical instrument, and I live everywhere on Earth.
I think I have an idea, but
Here's another one. I can
like to be
live
wrong.
on the land or the sea, and have lungs or gills to match.
Same.
You got gills?
Yeah, to match.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Wally Python, it very well could be. Now that I'm drawing what I'm drawing, it might be incorrect.
Well, no, you can morph it into something different. That's what
I'm gonna-
art's all about.
No, art is subjective.
Let's go over all the clues again, and then we'll have another one. In Mesoamerica, my shape was widely considered a symbol of joy. Part of me can be repurposed into a musical instrument. I live everywhere on Earth. I can live on the land or in the sea and have lungs or gills to match. I'm a real Cupid, shooting love darts of mucus at the objects of my affection.
Oh,
It's
that's
still,
beautiful.
still definitely this tree right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do that.
Yes, a
Hannah, I
potato with
noticed that
gills
says-
would be terrifying.
It would be.
I was walking.
Potato flute, Titus says.
I was walking my dog one night, and while watching a tree, there was no rain or anything going on, that it spat liquid at me. So I'm pretty sure it's whatever you just said that was.
How about another clue? I was the preferred pet of novelist Patricia Highsmith, author of Strangers on a Train.
If I put gills on this, it makes the answer right.
I'm really just terrified. I guess I gotta pick something, huh?
You still got about 6 minutes left, artists,
Mhm.
to both make an incredible flag to impress the audience and to figure out this mystifying riddle.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Here's your next clue. The
Tell us.
smallest species of me could fit through the eye of a needle, and the largest is about 15 inches long.
Oh my.
Wobbly
course you know
knows
the
the answer,
answer.
and he's very excited.
Yes, yes.
I mean, honestly, I think it's something near and dear to my heart, but I honestly don't know.
I pretty much just kind of go and shot in the dark here.
I like these guesses, but I don't think either of them are right.
They have to be.
It's definitely it. It's definitely
Who wouldn't want an octopus as a pet?
an octopus mushroom tree.
So, Project Zim, we know they're on a computer. We've already tried to tell them how to cheat, and they have more ethics than that. They won't cheat. They're honorable people.
I just
Also,
don't want to waste any time. Someone Google it for me.
Hannah, I noticed that your flag says Vote Hannah. Are you one of the many Democratic candidates for president in 2020?
Yeah, I am actually. This is my formal announcement. I could use all your donations to this Twitch channel.
I'm voting Hannah right now.
Oh,
Sending
thank you.
all my donations to her. Everyone else should do it too.
Peer pressure makes the world go round.
What kind of platform are you running on? Is it a platform of figuring out the riddle?
No, definitely not that one.
Well, here's
It
another
might be a platform
clue
of cheating.
that might help. I eat food using a serrated tongue featuring thousands of tiny teeth. Let's start again. In Mesoamerica, my shape was widely considered a symbol of joy. Part of me can be repurposed into a musical instrument. I live everywhere on Earth. I can live in land or the sea and have lungs or gills to match. I'm a real Cupid shooting love darts of mucus at the objects of my affection. I was the preferred pet of novelist Patricia Highsmith, author of Strangers on a Train. The very smallest species of me could fit through an eye of a needle, and the largest about 15 inches long. And I ate food using a serrated tongue, featuring thousands of tiny teeth.
I don't know how to draw it, but this is my guess. But I also need to draw those thousands of tiny teeth.
Believe me, you could draw what I'm describing. Oh, Lolar, throwing bits. Throwing bits for both sides.
Oh,
Somebody loves me.
3 minutes left, artist, and I'm gonna give you one more clue. This one's gonna help you a lot. I'm commonly found in gardens.
In garden.
Just one dart.
I'm commonly found in gardens.
Hannah.
Oh my gosh.
Are we talking European or American?
You might recall one of my clues was I live everywhere on Earth.
Hold still. This is gonna hurt.
The bits just keep coming. They are blowing up my ears right now.
It kind of sounds like I'm getting elected for that too.
Hannah! You got it!
Oh my god!
It was a snail!
I thought
That's
it was
right!
Woo!
Hannah, you're gonna get the big score multiplier for this round.
Woo! Thanks, Wobbly, for the bits.
Yeah,
I mean, not to me, but about me. Woo!
All right, artists. Well,
geez.
that's it.
Warning! Warning!
That's
Oh,
it.
no.
I'm stopping the timer. You did it. Hannah got the snail. That was the answer. Spooky dinosaurs adding things to the canvas. We won't guess what those things are.
What? He's got a chimney on his back. It's his home.
Oh, okay.
Be happy.
Jeez.
Audience, I'm gonna need you to vote. Which artist do you think did a better job here during the
Danger.
flag? Oh no! What happened?
Oh my god!
Dun, 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 dun,
What's
dun,
happening?
dun, dun. Samus just left the planet and it's gonna blow up when she leaves as well. We have to evacuate.
Shit. I was not prepared for this.
What's what happens every game she's in?
It appears we
You
have
broke it.
trouble. You see, you might recall that one of the moon landings didn't go well. Well, this is like that. Alright? This moon landing is no longer going well, so we're not going to be voting quite yet. This is the malfunction round. And artists, for this
Nope.
round, I'm going to need you to use your eraser only.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Doing it.
And I'm going to need you to take 3 minutes to draw Space Dog and one other famous sci-fi character who's on their way to save us right now. So Space Dog and one other famous sci-fi character sidekick that's on their way to save us right now. Because we're in trouble!
Please, dog.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go! You've got 3 minutes for Space Dog and an intrepid sci-fi sidekick.
What layer are we on?
That's right.
I don't know. Just go for
Well,
it. But you gotta
I
erase the
cannot-
danger.
Yeah, well, I can't
Whichever-
see what I'm doing. Or is that the point of this? Is I'm not allowed to see?
Oh, I think Lolar didn't paste it. There we go. I think it should. Can you see it now?
All I can see is danger, and there's nothing showing up. No eraser marks on the word.
Uh,
Not cheating.
Lolar, which layer did you paste this into?
Layer
All of them.
1. My guess is layer 1 where we're not allowed onto it because we haven't earned
No,
the
I
right. while
deleted
being
layer
attached.
1. We already used
What?
that. It's gone.
I've tried every layer. My precious
Okay,
time
hold
is
on.
leaving.
Hold on. We're gonna start this round again. We're just.
I
Wait.
feel like I had a pretty good lead.
All right.
I
Here's.
can see a tiny bit of nothing.
I'm gonna. I literally tried wobbly. I literally tried messing with every layer. Like
Just merge. Just
They-
merge all the layers.
I'm just gonna
You broke
I'm
it.
gonna flatten this to one layer. Okay. We're gonna try that again. 3 minutes for
Okay.
Space Dog and an intrepid sidekick using only the eraser, starting right now.
It is the
Look!
malfunction round.
Look, it's the it's the malfunction round. We warned you that this wasn't gonna work, and it didn't.
It did not, indeed.
It did not work. I really hope that we can safely make it back from the moon. With the help of Space Dog and an intrepid sci-fi sidekick.
Did we get the creature from Aliens to come rescue us?
Oh,
That is
No.
totally.
It's the dog. It's Space Dog, but from the thing, from the movie The Thing.
Oh,
Oh no.
that was my least favorite Space Dog because it was very scary.
Well, he's here. He didn't say which Space Dog I had to draw.
Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, which I do anyway because sleeping chained to a radiator is not very comfortable.
I was going to say that you screaming tonight while we're chained to the radiator is get annoyed.
There's always somebody screaming in the artist pit.
Late at night in this
Listen,
desert.
listen, audience, listen carefully.
Let me up! Please! Let me up!
See? See?
There they go, just screaming away into
That's
the...
last week's artists.
They're still down there. They're starting to smell, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, we gotta keep them there until we need them again.
These are eyeballs on the tentacles, so you know.
Artists, you've got 1 minute left for Space Dog and an intrepid sci-fi sidekick.
My sidekick's not going along so good.
Is that E.T.? Did we get
Um,
E.T.?
It was gonna be, yeah. But now it's kind of just a scary space monkey.
Oh. Tiniest egg, you cannot have water. Hydration bot is a liar. The Earth is flat.
Do people believe in an Earth?
There's a drip of water on the far side of the radiator. Don't tell anybody.
The Earth is pompadour shaped.
It is.
Ooh.
Everyone gets hydration on Hydration Day, which doesn't come till the end of the month.
So mine's not really a sidekick, he's the badass himself.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh. 10 seconds
Oh.
left.
He's
I don't know.
saying, Engage.
He's got Jean-Luc Picard, but you know what? We got a pompadour on the dog.
Artists are out of time. That was an incredible job of surviving the malfunction round. Audience, who do you think handled the malfunction better? I'm starting the poll right now. Vote 1 for Hannah, 2 for Spooky Dinosaur and Hannah. All of your votes count for double points this round because you guessed the riddle. You got that big score multiplier. I think Hannah is looking at a slam dunk victory tonight, if I'm being honest, Spooky. I'm sorry.
Hey, I've died on this
Probably a
show
little bit
before,
early.
but I
Not
just
that I'm
keep coming back.
complaining.
Maybe it's beginner's luck.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
It's not that she's over here poisoning me slowly from her radiation.
Oh, you guys are just so beautiful. What was I supposed to do?
Well, you can't have Francis.
I did wonder why she was growing that garden of poisonous plants.
It's not like it's all around us or anything. Maybe she's born with it. Probably Python.
Maybe it's poisoning. Audience, a couple more seconds or minutes or something for those votes, and then I'm wrapping it up.
Hannah.
Project Zin says she's sucking the talent from you.
After I took it all from Adrian on our first show.
Are you some kind of art vampire?
Yeah,
It's
I think that's how this goes. It just kind of keeps passing around.
Have you not been here since the first show? And that is the whole point of Wobbly Python's Drawing Circus. The one who dies and fails, their power and artistic ability goes to the winner.
Skill vampirism is only kind of against the rules, Wobbly
No.
says.
Right. The only exception is you got to leave them with enough skill to be able to draw something.
Something.
To come back and try to regain their power.
Yes.
That can be
All right, I'm
only
wrapping up
one
this
artist.
poll. Artists, I'm gonna tally up the score here. So far, we're at 2,800 points for Spooky Dinosaur and a whopping 7,600 for Hannah, the newcomer. Spooky challenged Hannah and brought her to the show thinking, I'll have an easy mark and finally win the drawing circus.
Being that she's never played or even seen a show.
Right. But no such dice, soldier. That's right. Those are expressions that are real. And
No dice soldier.
we're gonna be moving on here to the final round. We've been to the moon, much like the Apollo mission, and now it is time for the triumphant homecoming round. And the homecoming round, we're just gonna, draw some more stuff, because that's what we do on this show, right? Draw stuff.
Not
Wait.
a bad idea.
Lots
Do
of good
we?
stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, hold on. How are we drawing stuff when they're technically erasing things in the malfunction round? It's a malfunction.
Hey, no more sass. Have some class instead.
Look around, Lion Python. We're trapped in a basement chained to the radiator and forced to draw bad art in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but we're dressed good. Everyone
Whoa,
down
whoa.
here is dressed well, okay?
Hannah,
only
Or they
because we
weren't
got it.
allowed through the door.
Listen to me. Someone just insulted us by saying bad art. Did someone say that what we're doing is bad art on Wobbly Python's Drawing Circus?
Oh my god.
I am enraged.
I'm
It was him,
gonna
the guy that went up the
come to your house, whoever that was.
I may have lost my drawing power to Hannah, but I have enough to draw you into oblivion.
Oh shit.
All right, artists, I'm gonna need you to draw what flat earthers do all day. 2 minutes starting now. What flat earthers do all day. You don't have to erase anymore. We're on the homecoming round. We're heading back to Earth from the moon. The mission was a success. We survived the malfunction. And it's time to draw what flat earthers do all day.
Oh, hi.
Nobody said you couldn't coordinate. Feel free to draw together.
Collusion is not expressly against the law if it's not expressly against the law.
I'm just gonna steal Hannah's space.
Okay.
I mean, she's got my drawing skill anyway now, so this is her drawing as well.
Remember, folks, research flat Death Star. Alright? You've been being lied to by the Rebel Alliance.
My assumption is that flat earthers enjoy themselves a nice treat of flat foods.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to
I
eat
was
a food with a
thinking-
lot of dimension.
They just lay on the ground at various angles and notice how they can't see our space.
I knew it!
Yes, Project Tim, we all are very dapper down here.
It's a pizza.
You You have to be dressed very well to get in the door of the Wobbly Python Circus. You're out of time, artists. Next up on the clock here, we're gonna have 2 minutes for the ugliest baby. Oof, that baby is just not cute. 2 minutes, go. They say all babies are cute, but not this one.
Oh, I don't know who's lying to you. They're babies.
This is
The babies are
baby
brainwashed.
propaganda written by a baby. A baby submitted this prompt, didn't they?
Ugly babies.
Looking good so far, artists, and by good, I mean ugly.
But everybody's definition of ugly is different.
No, it's not. They just
I'd
said
like-
that to make you feel better.
I would like to cite the motto of the A10 Warhog: go early and go ugly.
Oh.
What if this is a warthog's baby?
A
Are warthogs
warthog?
ugly? Nah, warthogs are
No.
cool. They're
Yeah.
cute. They're like little piglets with like tusken. Maybe it's like some kind of ant or insect. Maybe a little guy that we haven't seen before, like a little creepy crawly. Maybe a bedbug or something.
Ooh. Sounds very spooky.
What if it's a bedbug?
A
Anybody-
bedbug's baby?
Yeah, have you ever seen a bedbug baby?
Aren't they called larvae?
Larvae? Well, have you ever seen one?
I don't know if they have larvae or nymphoids or whatever.
You know, for doing a show about going to the moon and back, I am surprised that neither of the two artists have drawn an alien baby.
Well, my baby has a face that melts down into its stomach, so is that
Well, that-
alien enough?
No, that's classic Japanese
Artists, you're
horror.
out of time for that ugly baby. A baby with a face on its stomach.
Well, no, it's not. The face isn't
What does
on
it
its
have on
stomach.
its
Its
head?
face just melted to its stomach.
Oh god,
Aw.
it's just sagging that low, like the skin's that loose.
Yep.
Artists, up next, we're gonna need something that you've seen lying around here, probably chained to one of the radiators. The most dapper cadaver.
I think I just drew that.
2 minutes for the most dapper
Right.
cadaver.
Oh,
Starting
hold
now.
on, I gotta throw a blanket over this guy next to me. Can't look at him.
Yeah, no reference materials.
No references. That's unfair.
I know. Restart the reactor. Oh, wait, yeah, that was a
Can
Total
I
Recall.
can I have a mirror for my reference?
No references.
You
Wait.
Well, after Hannah killed me, I want to be able to draw a dapper corpse.
Oh,
The most dapper corpse.
Most dapper corpse.
Gotta be looking good in that coffin.
Now, is it corpse or cadaver? Because I said corpse, but you said cadaver, and
I
now
said
I'm confused.
cadaver, but you know.
Oh, hey, look, here's a dictionary with a thesaurus attached to it. Why don't you see what cadaver and corpse seem?
The Saurus?
Thesaurus.
The Saurus.
Yes, thesaurus. The sore.
The sore us.
Well, I wasn't gonna finish that last part because I wanted to play into it. The sore, and then just pretend like you know what I'm saying for that last part.
The Spooky Saurus.
Well, yeah, we could go that way too. That's probably more politically correct.
30 seconds left, artists.
I like how Hannah has basically drawn, well,
And
I
we-
assume is me.
And we have it on good authority that the dapper corpse is not Wobbly Python.
No, not this one.
No?
Not this one.
No.
this isn't very dapper.
5 seconds left.
Mine.
All right, artists, put this down, but then pick them right back up. I'm gonna need you to draw a little something that represents everything I do around here, which is half a good idea. 2 minutes to draw half a good idea starting now.
Oh, that's a challenge. How do you draw half a good idea? What is even half a good idea?
This idea was half a good idea.
Letting two novices run a game show for drawing artists is half a good idea. You have to get two of them. That way it makes a complete idea.
Can you see my half a good idea? Do you know what this is?
You are putting airbags
Airbags
on a car.
on a car.
Did I get it right?
That's sort of a good idea.
Now, keep in mind, artists, I don't want to see a whole good idea here.
Just half a good idea.
Just half of one.
Man, I'm so good at drawing. Oh, I hope you enjoy all this talent, Hannah. It'll be all
yeah.
yours.
Oh, thank you so much. That's all I've ever wanted.
I mean, you absorbed my power fair and square, even though we're still drawing.
30 seconds left.
I am liking the pompadour. Pompadours rule. Everybody likes pompadours. I like where this is going.
It's beautiful.
Pens down, artists. And I've got one final drawing prompt for the night. This one submitted by the big man himself, Wobbles T Python.
T?
He says, I have a 14-hour ride tomorrow. Send me your energy. 2 minutes to send Wobbly Python your energy.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Come on, artists.
Where's this?
The fate of planet Earth is at stake. Or something, I don't know.
How much time do we have?
You have a minute and 35 seconds.
That's
Okay.
just about correct. Audience, get ready for the final round of voting here in round 4, the triumphant homecoming. We made it to the moon and made it back today, artists. How do you feel?
Tired.
Lightheaded.
That's fair. But you know what? You gotta go back to the moon again tomorrow. That's right. This is your job now.
Oh, alright.
Going to the moon over and over again.
Later.
Sending energy to Wobbles so Wobbles can get home. Are we capturing it? Yes. or
Heck
no?
yeah.
Project Zen Wobbles will be back tomorrow, and he'll be back on the circus as a result next week, and I will be back to just mostly doing the riddle.
Boots in there.
Does this mean we have to give him the keys back to the recording booth?
I think it might, yeah.
Let's make a secret key for ourselves and not tell him about it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's make a copy of the keys.
Yeah, and while we're at it, let's get the microwave from upstairs and bring it down here so we can have hot food once in a while.
Oh,
and let's
man.
get the freezers. He's got burritos on the back freezer that
Are
we
you
can
kidding
take.
me? I always heard rumors about the break room.
Oh, there's a break room. I've seen it once. Then he caught me.
Artist, you're out of time. That's the end of it for the night. Audience, I'm gonna need you to vote while these artists continue to scribble a little tiny bit. Who do you think did better? If you think it was Hannah, vote 1. If you think it was Spooky Dinosaur, vote 2. Here in this final round of art. It's been an incredible evening honoring the journey to the moon very directly and with lots of science.
Spooky Dinosaur, I'll vote for you if you can give Hannah's character a better pompadour.
A better one?
Yep.
Man. Ooh.
Some dirty rigging going on in here at the end.
I'm not a judge.
Turns out
so
this
large
game
you
is
can
very
barely see
corrupt.
through it.
Yes.
Sick pomp, bro. Regardless of how it is spelled.
Very sick prompt. That is very sick pomp.
Wobbly's vote is supercharged.
Supercharged!
So whatever vote he gives, he just kind of punches balance in the face and says, "This is my show."
Yeah.
Now, would it be against it for Hannah's pompadour to have a pompadour?
Pompadour.
Oh no! Recursive pompadours.
Are we going for the dreaded triple pompadour?
Her pompadour has got too much power! It's unstoppable!
Well, with that, artists, I'm closing up the poll
Where is it?
and totaling up the final scores of the night. Spooky Dinosaur, thanks for trying.
Hey, I try every day, so...
But you only got 4,000 points.
Man!
Hannah!
4,000 points? Yes! Yes! 4,000!
We'll let you trade that in for a prize on the middle shelf.
Yes.
Ooh.
A second flower for Francis?
Yes! You may have a second flower for the radiator.
Yay! He's good
So
at it.
beautiful.
Hannah, you should be looking at those top shelf prizes because you've got a big bad 8,000 points, our newcomer, slamming it down.
Is that the key on the top shelf?
No, that's the fake one. Don't put that in the lock. It'll shock you more. We learned that one last time.
Oh. So close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
just have
a
to-
little
just have to-
careful. There are a lot of booby traps around here.
There's a half-eaten sandwich
No,
up
you
there you can have.
Oh, that's pretty good, I guess.
Artists, thank you so much for a wonderful evening of entertainment. You were both really fun to have on. Lolar, thank you for co-hosting. Artists, if I could please ask you, starting with you, Spooky Dinosaur,
That's me.
is there a way that people can pay you for art?
With money, please. I don't do dreams and I don't do handshakes using someone else's.
Do you take commissions?
Oh! See, you got to be more specific.
Yes.
If you're going to be asking me, how people can pay me.
Do you take commissions, or do you have products, or is there some way that people can pay for your art?
You can commission me. I also have some summer shows coming up if you are looking for physical things. The Swell Art Collective will be having their 32 cell shows in Boise, Idaho at the Idaho State Penitentiary on August 10th. And I'll be having an original piece of an inmate there. And then on August 24th and 25th at the Jump Building, I'll be at the Boise Comics Art Festival selling my prints and a few originals
Heck yeah.
in Boise, Idaho downtown.
Woo!
Very cool. So if we want to find you on the internet so that we can commission you or find you at one of these events, where do we find you on the internet?
Well, I mean, shout Spooky Dinosaur into the internet and I will pop up somewhere. I've got a Facebook, I've got a Twitter, I've got a Twitch account where I'm mostly just playing video games right now, but I also have an Instagram. So those are some usual locations that I hang out at and beat people up on their playgrounds.
Very
Will you
cool.
pop up? Will you pop up if we say your name 3 times in reverse on the mirror of the bathroom school? Or the
Try
school
it.
bathroom? All right.
Give it a
Tomorrow.
try.
And Hannah,
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I'm at Repop as well.
Where
Someone's
can we
telling me.
find you on the internet?
Oh, I have a Twitch that I'm using sometimes, but mostly I paint and do watercolors. so it's a lot prettier. It's Earth Humanoid. I also have an Instagram, which is Hannah Not Barbara. No H in the second part of that. Yeah, I will also be at Boise Comic Arts Festival, so you can kind of come harass both of us at the same time. So that's pretty exciting.
Oh, that is neat. And Hannah, do you take commissions, or do you have products, or is there some way that people can pay you for art?
Yeah, I don't really have an e-shop or anything set up, but commissions and stuff I'm always open to. Just drop me a message on any of those platforms, or just an email to hannah.barbera@gmail for the most paper trail way, probably.
Cool. All right.
I am told it's at Earth Humanoid, and
That's it.
to go follow it.
Yes. Yeah. And Spooky, you do Twitch as well, right?
Yeah, so far I haven't done any art on there because I am a lazy procrastinator. But I do video games once in a while, mostly Dead by Daylight on the weekend. But
Nice.
it's twitch.tv/the spooky dinosaur.
Cool. Well, artists, thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. Not like
Thank
we
you.
have a choice.
I mean, Hannah, I lost, so I have to say, good game.
Well, I won, so does that mean I don't have to say it, or?
I'm just being humble. You don't have to be.
You can be
arrogant.
totally arrogant right now if that's
Yes.
if that's what you want. That's your choice.
Thanks for challenging me, and I hope you learned your lesson.
And folks, everybody who's watching, we're going to go over and raid
Definitely
a
not.
guy named Charlie Watson. He is sculpting a Thanos head out of clay or something on the art channel. I've been like peeking at it occasionally, and it's coming along really well, and I think this will be fun to watch. So we're going to go over and do that in just a second here. I'm going to get that raid started. And artists, before we go, let me hear your best yee!
Yeah! Yeah!
That's gonna be a yeet from me. Thank you.
Yeah!